What's going on YouTube? Ryan and Alex back from Dopamon again, and today there was only one game on for the World Juniors. We have done a full game review for each of the World Junior Hockey Championship games for the last 2 days. There were four each day the last couple days. Today there's supposed to be two, but we only got one. Alex already went through and made a video talking about the implications of canceling the Swiss-US game, forfeiting that game from the US. I think it ended up a 1-0 forfeit, I think,
Yep.
by
Yep.
IIHF rules. And
hmm
yeah, it's just Canada and Austria today. Um, Not a great matchup for the Austrians.
No.
If you did watch that game, it was very, very one-sided. It was gonna be one-sided.
They had enough scoring for 2 games though. So if you're feeling like you were cheated out of some hockey, you definitely got a lot of action in this one, even though it was one-sided.
Absolutely, and we're just gonna go through. It was obviously a pretty one-sided game, but we'll go through what we thought, things that stood out to us, players that stood out to us. I know Alex wants to cover someone on the Austrian team a little later in the video that stood out to him. But yeah, without further ado, we had the first goal up here. I couldn't hide it, but
Mhm. Yeah, first goal, but until that point, I felt like it was a little bit of a kind of chippy hockey, right until the 3 or 4 minutes in when Canada really starts to settle into their game, and then Austria draws that penalty. And you could tell it was just like bad timing for Austria. Like Canada just started to get warmed up, and here they go 5-on-4. And the 11th shot in at was at 5:08. That's a lot of shots in 5 minutes to let on you. That's the one that went in.
yeah, the 11 shot by Kent Johnson, assisted by a nice pass by Cole Perfetti.
Mhm.
Little air. What do you call it? Oh my God, a little uh,
East-west saucer pass.
east-west lane pass on the power play, and an absolute bullet by Kent Johnson, who is really showing off his shot in
Mhm.
this tournament. I knew he could shoot, but he is really impressing me with the caliber of his shot, and the placement of his shot, and everything about it is A tier.
And
But
then, yeah, immediately after, Canada keeps that pressure up. And Lucas Cormier, you were the one that wanted him on the roster, but wasn't too sure. And he is making a huge impact here from the blue line.
yeah, walks the line really well on this goal. Is able to escape pressure in his offensive zone and get away from the Austrian, and has a clear lane to the net. The Austrians kind of back up, start collapsing the wrong way. Cormier has a easy path to the net, assisted by GUENTHER and Ridley Gregg, the Ottawa pick for you.
Mhm.
Yeah, not snipe glove side, but the skating ability, the ability to walk the line with that puck, the agility is what stood out to me there for Lucas
Mhm.
Cormier on that play.
And you'll show it a lot throughout the game, his ability to skate with a very little space. And then right after that, Marco Kasper had a really tight display of elite puck control, but Austria just couldn't get the puck deep after that, and goes the other way. And Logan Stankoven with a shot, that cannon on him. Wow.
Yeah, incredible shot from Stankoven. Beats the goalie. I think I think he needs to make that save there, despite the good shot from Stankoven. Yeah, McTAVIsh and SEELEY with the assists. Yeah, really a good. Logan Stankoven sneaks into this game. Hasn't played yet in this tournament because of the suspension and things surrounding the team right now. He sneaks into the lineup. An injury happened as Xavier Bourgault is out of the lineup, and Justin Sordiff um, suspended for this game after his hit against Czechia late in that
hmm
game. So Stankoven gets in the lineup and makes no mistake on this play, and I like to see it. I was a really big fan of Logan Stankoven in the draft last year.
Yeah, I think we actually have a lineup picture somewhere. Maybe that'll sneak in edited.
Yeah, I'll edit
Yeah,
it
he had a
in.
good game.
I'll edit it in right here if I can, if I remember, and we'll show you the lines just as they were announced at the start of the game anyway. He did sneak into the lineup, but otherwise remained pretty unchanged. We didn't talk about the starter, though, for Canada. Brett Brochu in this game was the starting goaltender for Canada, and Salmer for Austria. Brochu we saw live, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Saw him live play for the London Knights against Guelph Storm. A little video we did there, a little vlogs kind of video we did a while back. Yeah, we impressed us then, and was pretty solid today, I'd say.
Yeah, solid goaltender. He doesn't stand out as, some of like the elite goaltenders that Canada's had in net in the past, but he's still pretty good in there. He was tight when he had to be, which is important. He didn't give Austria any little chances to maybe, could this be an upset? There was no point when, he looked like, he was giving up anything. So it was a good game for him. Good game for both goalies, despite the score, to be honest. Incredible shots on Sommer.
Yeah, and just to end off the first period here, 2 goals, pretty rapid succession for the player of the game for Canada, Connor Bedard. Oh my God, this kid is good.
Yeah, he showed a little bit of work, a little bit of puck control and a drive to the net that was stopped by Sommer, and you knew he felt hungry after that and wanted more. And then he came back. One of them was a power play goal, and that one was incredible. Shane Wright had a very smart pass to Neighbours, who was standing beside the net, and Neighbours passes it to the slot. Bedard standing right there gets his own rebound and a goal. I really like that move, the pass by Shane Wright on that power play goal to make it 4-1.
Yeah, 4-0. But yeah, there was the impressive goal. I think was
The bigger one, yeah, for
the
sure.
fifth goal. Just too much speed for the Austrians to handle. You could see there was a point where they start to panic and have to turn around really fast, and Bedard is already gone. He's already by them. Creates that play with Elliot Desnoyers. Little bang bang play into the
Was it
net.
CUYLLE? CUYLLE? I think it was CUYLLE.
Oh, was it
Wasn't
Cooley?
it?
Okay, yeah, it might have
Yeah, it
been. It
was
might have
CUYLLE.
been Cooley.
Yes,
You're right.
yes,
You're
it
right. You're
was.
right.
It was. And
Desnoyers with the other assist on that pull.
it was really all Connor Bedard. He steals
Yeah.
it in the neutral zone, gets it, forces a 2-on-0, and CUYLLE just has to pass it back to him for Bedard to tip it in.
And that's where the first period ended, as far as goals are concerned. Move on to the second.
I thought the second was a little bit more of a chippy kind of hockey.
Yeah, it was closer.
Austria starts with a power play, a penalty, but uh, Austria gets a few shorthanded chances just early in it, and Canada doesn't score on that power play, and it was kind of just a little bit of a chippier game, and it slowed down a little bit. I think Canada realized that they can't give 110% all game 60 minutes or they'd exhaust themselves just with the amount of shots they're giving, the amount of offensive zone time. They have to treat it more like a marathon than a sprint, and they kind of had to step off the gas pedal a little here.
Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, Bedard at the 26
Another one.
minute mark of
Mm,
the game gets his hat trick goal from Desnoyers, who I think had 3 assists in this game. He played pretty well on that
mhm.
with Connor Bedard obviously leading the charge with that line. Yeah, great showing from Connor Bedard. Incredible performance from a 16-year-old. This is a 19-year-olds tournament. Generally, is the players who put up the big numbers. Not generally 16-year-olds time to shine. I think he already has more goals than McDavid did when he was 16 in this tournament.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
incredible
Yeah.
performance by him. And if he doesn't start moving his way up in the lineup, I don't know.
And the only other 16-year-old to score 3 goals at this tournament is Wayne Gretzky. So just the comparison there.
Yeah, that tells you something there. A few minutes later, though, Austria on the board.
hmm I really like this play by Vinzenz ROHRER. He makes a strong move to force a turnover, rush chance, good skating, chases after it. Brochu is way out of the net and
Yeah.
sees it, passes across to to the defenseman who scores. Lukas NECESANY I'm not sure how to pronounce that one. I'm so sorry.
I heard a couple different ways in the broadcast.
hmm
But
Mhm.
yeah, the goalie, gets caught, tries to make a beeline for the puck, doesn't get it by or doesn't get it further enough away from the Austrians, and yeah, goal for Austria, make it 6-1, and they're in it. The comeback begins. No, I'm just kidding. Second period ends. Third period, it again, this is a blowout. Canada brings it back. Any one
I
of
thought
these?
that I thought that the period was a little bit like chippy still. Canada really didn't have like the same kind of possession. But anytime they did, they just they put that puck in the net and they couldn't stop.
Yeah, great shooting from the Canadians here. The McTAVIsh goal, I think specifically, was an amazing shot from him. Did the Austrian goaltender just overwhelmed with the accuracy and power of
Hmm.
these shots? Connor Bedard with his fourth of the game, incredible performance. I can't say enough good things about this kid. His speed, his quickness, his skill with the puck, without the puck, uh, his shot, passing ability. It's all elite, and he's going to
Hmm.
be very, very good next couple of years.
Speaking of draft eligibles, on that 7-1 for Canada goal, Marco Casper, they've been talking about him a lot as one of the top prospects in the 2022 draft. I didn't think he had a particularly good game. He had a big turnover right in front of his goalie, which led to that Perfetti goal. He just outside of some elite puck skills that he showed this game, I didn't really see much. Of course, when you're on a losing team like that, it's very hard to stand out. But I feel like he could have done so a little bit more,
Yeah,
and he did.
and we talked about this a little bit when we talked about the Finnish Austria game. It's tough to evaluate prospects when they're getting shelled like this and it's such a one-sided game because it can wear on you mentally and physically really fast. So, in the third period, that giveaway might have been a combination of both those things at this point, where he's just, just exhausted and tired of getting scored on, a little bit annoyed, pissed off. It starts to, get in your head a little bit. But yeah,
And then you make a silly play
and
like
then
Casper did.
you make a bad play, and then you get another goal, and then it's bad. It's
Hmm.
hard to evaluate kids when there's a game like this. So hopefully it'll be a little bit of a closer game when Austria plays Germany and Czechia. Czechia.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, be a lot better. Lot they'll still win Germany and Czechia. I'm going to assume. They are the better teams in Austria, but it'll be a lot closer than what Austria had to deal with against top teams
Hmm.
like Finland and Canada right out of the gate. So we'll see how Marco Kasper and Luka Auer and Vinzenz Rohrer, some of the top end draft eligible guys from this team, fare against a little bit more even competition. Anyway.
And Canada, they do score 11 in the end, but the game doesn't end on Canada's note, does it?
No, it doesn't. Austria, with its second goal of the game, with 8 minutes left to go, thereabout, Matthias Baum from Wallner and Reinbacher, who I think is one of their better players, Reinbacher. I've
Hmm.
liked him
Hmm.
in both showings. Yeah, actually gets a legitimate goal on Brett Brochu, other than Brochu flying out of the net like they did in the first goal. And Austria, with 3 goals in this tournament, tripling their total number of goals from last year. They only scored 1 in the preliminary rounds, and
Yep.
now they have 3 against Finland and Canada. So we'll see how many they can score against the other teams in this division. A little bit worse off defensively, but yeah, not a bad.
I like that you mentioned David Reinbacher. He is a 2023
Yeah,
draft pick. Along with we talk a lot about Matvey Michkov and Connor Bedard, but here's a 2023 draft pick right here, and he played a pretty good game against a team that lit him up.
yeah. Can I switch over here? I can. David Reinbacher,
Yeah.
just to highlight him a little bit. Oh, can't see his face.
Yeah, he is playing in the Swiss League right now,
Yep. For
which is a much better league.
than the Austrian league, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's just where he's playing. That's where his numbers are. And yeah, like you said, 2023 eligible. Yeah, I think I had a good game against the Finns. You know, obviously the score dictates otherwise, but pretty solid showing for the kid for sure. And there was a guy you wanted to touch
Yeah,
on for Austria.
yeah. Vinzenz ROHRER. He's a guy that he is draft eligible for 2022. He doesn't get any attention for it. He's one of, from what I've seen, not exactly a top guy, second, third round, maybe fourth round in the draft. I like him. I thought he had a great game. I want to cover two plays by him. Actually, three plays by him. The first being his assist, which he had an incredible skating effort. I thought he jumped on the puck end to end. Uh, Good effort to see and read that there was a pass there available. Uh, and then two more. One where he is a very strong forechecking play in the neutral zone where he gets the puck into the offensive zone. Austria it gets the cycle. The puck goes around the boards, and then once again, he's the one to jump on the Canadian player and force another turnover and to get Austria's fourth shot. Gets a pass to a teammate who gets Austria's fourth shot. Austria did not get many shots. He was able to create offensive opportunities for his team. And then the third clip I have here on him is just one where he right off the face-off he challenges Owen Power and manages to use good stick work and force him out of the offensive zone. And Rohrer's 17 years old. He's young. He's draft eligible, and he faced up to Owen Power in a losing game, and I thought he played pretty well this game. He doesn't get enough attention. All the attention's on Marco Kasper, and I think Vinzenz Rohrer should get some too.
Yeah, that's awesome. We'll enjoy having clips when we can of specific plays that we both like. That's it for this video. There's only one game today. A little bit shorter, obviously a really long video yesterday with 4 games, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get more games tomorrow. The U.S. is scheduled to play against Sweden, which was a highly anticipated matchup that I really wanted to watch. So hopefully everything's okay there, and we get that game. But fingers crossed. Finland, Czechia, Slovakia, Russia is another exciting game I really am looking forward to. Canada, Germany, Sweden, U.S. Like I said, Slovakia is going to beat Russia tomorrow. I'm going to call it right now. They're gonna beat Russia tomorrow if they play anywhere like they have the first 2 games. Both teams, Slovakia is going to come out on top this game, and I'm excited. I'm excited for tomorrow. Let us know. Let us know what your favorite game is so far in the tournament, what you're most excited for. Which country are you rooting for? If you're not from Canada, Alex and I are Canadian, so we're a little bit biased toward Canada, but cheering for every team. I think Slovakia is the team that I'm cheering for outside of Canada.
Me too.
A lot of draft eligible kids, a lot of really exciting young talent on that team. And as far as teams that have a better chance of winning, I'll go with Sweden. But
Me too. They're looking like a powerhouse with the best goaltender in the tournament. So
yeah, we talk all about that in our yesterday's video of our recap of the day yesterday. Go into a lot of detail on Jesper Wallstedt. So if you want to hear us talk about that, go check out that video. Until next time, that's it for us for now. If you haven't already, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We got a lot of subscribers to the channel recently, so thank you very much. Welcome, and yeah, until next time. Peace.